President Biden, what would you like to hear from Mexico on the border?
That was President Biden ignoring questions about border talks happening in Mexico yesterday. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas meeting with Mexican President Obrador, discussing the immigration crisis as another massive migrant caravan heads towards the southern border. Mayorkas, touting the meeting as very productive, also says that the regional challenges of migration requires regional solutions. Meanwhile, Obrador claims important agreements were reached for the benefit of our people and nations. However, Biden's former border chief, Rodney Scott, he is slamming that meeting, writing, quote, "Cartels use illegal aliens to distract law enforcement. The Biden administration uses photo ops like this to distract you from their failed policies." Joining me now is Texas Congresswoman Beth Van Duyne. She's a member of the House Ways and Means and Small Business Committees. Congresswoman, good morning. It's always good to see you.
Good morning. Great to see you, too.
So let me ask you about this meeting that happened yesterday, because, you know, look, this regional, you know, they want regional partners to help. You know, let's reach out to Central and South American countries and Mexico. Maybe they can fix the border. Not the solution?
Well, quite honestly, partnering with them is, we're going to have to do that. When you see as many millions of people that are coming through Mexico, absolutely we should be partnering with them. But we need to be partnering from a position of strength. And if you go back to the last administration, when Secretary of State Mike Pompeo went down to negotiate with Mexico, it was with a position of strength. Trump was very clear. They either help us or we're going to do everything that we can not to help them. We're going to hold back, you know, money that we're giving them, you know, in aid. We're going to add tariffs. We're going to start shutting down our trade areas, you know, in order to stop these folks from coming in. But what we're seeing right now under the Biden administration is the exact opposite of that. We have absolutely no strength. They know it. They went down there for a photo op. But the policies have not changed. If they were serious about it, they would look at the tools that they took off the table, such as the Remain in Mexico policy, such as the First Safe Country policy, and get rid of policies that they added like catch and release. The money that we're putting into the border, into CBP, and into Homeland Security is not going to protect and secure our borders. It's going to get more and more people into and filed into our country illegally.
You know, obviously, you know, are closing the border. I mean, there's a lot of you know, this could happen. I mean, at this point, I mean, I don't know that, you know, we're looking at a new December record for migrant encounters, likely. That's going to surpass the record we had just, you know, 2 months ago. And now, you know, New York City, these blue cities, Congresswoman, have had enough. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is setting restrictions on the busloads of the migrants being sent by Texas Governor Greg Abbott. By the way, they're blaming you, your state. He says the city must have 32 hours notice before arrival. These are private charter buses, and these buses can only come between 8:30 a.m. and noon, Monday to Friday. Here he is at a mayoral Zoom roundtable yesterday. Watch.
Just a few weeks ago, Governor Abbott promised to send an additional 25,000 migrants to New York City alone. We expect the surge to intensify in the coming days and weeks. We cannot allow buses with people needing our help to arrive without warning at any hour of day and night. This not only prevents us from providing assistance in an orderly way, it puts those who have already suffered so much in danger.
And then also in Chicago, Congresswoman, Mayor Brandon Johnson, he's blaming Texas for the increase of migrants coming up to his city. He wants more funding from the federal government. Watch.
But we have reached a critical point in this mission that absent real significant intervention immediately, our local economies are not designed and built to respond to this type of crisis.
Congresswoman, what do you think about this?
Look, listen to what Eric Adams is saying. We can't have buses of people that we don't know are coming into our city, and we need notice. Welcome to Texas's problem that we've been dealing with for years. We have had over 4 million illegal immigrants enter our state in the last 2 years since Biden took over. Welcome to the party. And I hold this particularly personally because I was mayor at a time when I was on the board for the U.S. Conference of Mayors, and I dealt with these big city mayors that were just horrible to our city and other cities like ours that were trying to take on and partner with the federal government on immigration issues and ways of being able to combat it. We were told, you need to be a sanctuary city. It's not until it's affecting them that you're actually seeing them push for different measures. And by the way, the measures that they're pushing for aren't changes in policy. They just want more money. And they want notice. Well, we have wanted more notice, but we have wanted changes in policy. And I will commend the state of Texas. If the federal government is not going to protect our citizens, Texas is trying, but it shouldn't be having to fight the Biden administration to do this. They've already had to spend $5 billion on Operation Lone Star to be able to help protect our borders. And the administration is suing them. It's fighting them instead of helping them. But these big city mayors are only complaining now because they're actually feeling some of the weight. But the weight that they're feeling, 25,000 illegal immigrants compared to the 4 million that we felt in the last 2.5 years, is ridiculous. Welcome to the party. Help us push the policies like H.R. 2, our Border Security Act, that would actually make a difference and force the administration and these agencies to do their job. Right,
absolutely. No, I mean, it's as our viewers know, I grew up in Texas and in Arizona, and this has been happening for decades. But it's just gotten, it's incredible how much worse the border has gotten under President Biden. I do want to ask you about something else that's happening in the nation. Hundreds of demonstrators were blocking streets leading into two of America's largest airports during the holidays. 62 people were arrested for protesting at JFK and LAX yesterday. We're seeing this unprecedented rise in anti-Semitism in this country. It's still happening, Congresswoman, excuse me. What can be done here? I mean, this just really shows what I think many are seeing with their own eyes now, and this is a very unfair attack on Jewish Americans.
No, you're absolutely right. And what we're seeing is not enough people are speaking out against it. You think about the small population that Jewish people actually have in our country, under 4%, and yet they are the target of attack for nearly 60% of all hate crimes. I mean, this is a problem that we've seen. It's been growing, and where we've seen it growing specifically is on college campuses. This is what our professors are teaching our youth. And I think, you're seeing us at Ways and Means Committee try to get to the bottom of it. And if you're not going to be able to help our population, you're not going to be able to support our U.S. morals, these U.S. colleges and universities that are getting millions of dollars in taxpayer aid, that needs to stop. And again, this is something that from Ways and Means perspective that we're looking at.
Last time I checked, Claudine Gay is still running Harvard. After everything that's happened there. So,
and all those donors need to say, you know what, this needs to change. The alumni need to be able to call in and complain, and parents need to say, you know what, maybe Harvard's not the university that we want or not the college that we want our students to go to, or our kids to go to.
Money talks when it comes to the nation's highest, group universities. I mean, this is, money talks. You're right. Pull the money, and all of a sudden, they're going to change their tune. There you go. Congresswoman Beth Van Duyne, it's great to see you. Have a good New Year, Congresswoman.
Great to see you. Happy New Year.
Yeah.